Good stuff. We're scheming up some things. We got some things going on there that we're going to be doing later this summer. As I said, the People's Freedom Coalition, they're busy almost every weekend, and we're going to corral Rich, and we're going to have some more historically rich things going on in Boston, so stay tuned for that. But right now, our premier and featured speaker of the day, as you know, every year that we've had this rally, Gun Owners of America has always been present. I think for the first 4 or 5 years, Larry Pratt came out, spoke here, and boy, just loved him. He just laid it right out there, and GOA has been one of those organizations that, you know, is never really disappointed. They are no-nonsense, pro-Second Amendment advocates. It's not the Second Amendment but or the Second Amendment if. It's the Second Amendment, period. So we have had a rep from gun owners every year. Last year, Eric Pratt joined us. And this year, I am so happy we have got Antonia Okafor out here, a black conservative pro-Second Amendment woman that I know just drives those progressive Marxists crazy, and we are very fortunate to have her here with us this year. Antonia Okafor, please.
All right, I'm doing a lifelong dream of having my child up with me while I speak to you guys today, doing the ultimate mom thing. Thank you guys so much for having me here today. My name is Antonia Okafor. I am the proud wife of Pastor Travis Cover over there with my 4-month-old Sophia. We hail from Houston, Texas, and we did actually hail there. We came there really early this morning, midnight, with the crew. So I'm so glad to be here with you guys today with freedom-loving people. You know, I'm from Texas, and I'm going to say I'm a humble Texan, but we all know that's a lie. There's no such thing as a humble Texan. I'm sorry. But I will say that I forget until I get up to the East Coast or in California, the freedom-loving people, how hard you guys work, how passionate and adamant you guys are to be here together, to work hard to save the freedom that you guys have here. And of course, we're doing that in Texas and all over the country as well. With Gun Owners of America, I joined Gun Owners of America about 3 years ago, before I was married, before I had these two. And I started my Second Amendment journey about 7 years ago. First time I ever held a gun was when I was 25, so you guys do the math, okay? And really, like you said, I was actually on the left. I started in college, which most people don't usually start their Second Amendment journey in college, but I did. I started because I realized at the time, like I said, I was on the left, I was a college student, I would have even said myself, I was a feminist, and actually in all of those terms, it was those things that actually made me realize logically that if I were going to be a feminist and believe that women should have equality, then one day I realized that if I was going to be a person who pushed that, then wouldn't I also want to make sure that every woman around me had the ability to defend and take care of themselves, just like any good quote-unquote feminist would think. That's the type of logic that actually made me realize that the feminist movement and the left movement was not actually about pushing defensive tactics, about protecting the people that they say they protect. It's really about pushing a radical leftist agenda. It wasn't about empowering the women that I so wanted to empower, including myself, because I'm a sexual assault survivor. And I knew that if I want to empower myself and other women like me, then it was the Second Amendment that was there, that was actually going to defend me and those like me who needed defending. That logic was not met with a lot of people who liked my type of thinking in college. And so very quickly I realized that it was a conservative side. It was the movement that all along was preserving our freedoms, our protections, our rights that we already have guaranteed, not given, but guaranteed by the US Constitution, that was really going to empower me as an individual, empower me in my liberties, my individual liberties, and empower the college students that I was around every day. And so in that journey, I realized that I wanted to defend my right to self-protection and defend other women's rights as well. And so I decided to become a champion for that right, to defend our rights. And that brought me to Empower 2A, which is an organization that started as a movement of other young women who wanted to defend their rights, who wanted to educate and train and advocate for our rights as human beings, right? To tell other people that they truly were going to be empowered through the Second Amendment. And that brought me to GOA just 3 years ago, where now we are the women's outreach arm of Gun Owners of America. Because at the end of the day, Gun Owners of America is a no-compromise organization. It's a no-compromise organization that honestly transcends race and backgrounds and age and where you come from. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the Second Amendment is about a human right that we all have. One that was given to us by God, our Creator, and nobody else. And the government, if you're going to do anything at all, is going to protect that right that we have. I am so glad to be here with you guys today to talk to you guys about Gun Owners of America and Empower 2A, where we're going out throughout the country and we're educating and we're training women, hundreds of women at a time all over the country, and helping them get the concealed carries that they need, helping them get the training that they need. Because if you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys already heard the statistic already, and if you haven't, I'm telling you guys today. It's a conservative number that 8 million new gun owners were added in just 2019 to 2021 alone. Of those 8 million, 48% of those are women. And of those 48% of women, 21% of them are Black women. So that is a scary, scary statistic for the left, for the anti-gun left. And I know that we are on the right side of history because gun control has always been about keeping those who need freedom from being able to be free. Keeping those oppressed. And so we are on the right side of history because we have people from all sides of the movement coming together to realize that it comes down to themselves. No one's coming to save them. No one's coming to protect them. That's what I learned as a young college student those years ago. And that's what I'm promoting and educating today. That's what GOA is promoting and educating today. Because we are about empowering individuals. Black, white, female, male, doesn't matter. That's where real equality comes from. So thank you guys so much for having me today. And if you guys would like to talk more, I'll be up there with my little family. And before I head back to Texas. Thank you guys. So if you're not able to talk to me over there, you guys can go to gunowners.org and reach me through Antonia at gunowners.org and email me, and I'd be happy to talk to you guys further.